I recognize Mr. Michael Carbonaggi. Is there a second to the nomination? Jay Mazzotti seconded the motion. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Aye. The ayes have it. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, Honorable Chris Welch, elected to serve as elector, replacing Jerry Costello. Now that we have 20 electors present, nominations are open for chairman and secretary of today's proceedings. I recognize Elector Michelle Harris.
I nominate Mayor Lightfoot as chairperson and Senator President Farmer as secretary.
This nomination is made by Harris. Elector Harris has nominated Mayor Lori Lightfoot as chairperson and Senate President Don Harmon as secretary. Do we have a second? Representative Tabares seconded the nomination. Elector Tabares has seconded the nomination. Are there any other nominations? There being none, all of those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. The ayes have it, and the nomination has been adopted. I will turn these proceedings over to the chairperson, my Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
Thank you, Secretary White. And I think we should just take a moment to applaud Secretary White, who has presided over these proceedings for many years. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. All electors will be voting 2 ballots, one for President of the United States and one for Vice President of the United States. These ballots should be located at your desk. Please take a moment now and mark each ballot with your preferred candidate. As I call each elector's name, you will step forward and place your marked ballots into the ballot box, which is here on the floor in the well. So take a moment to mark your ballots. I will now begin the roll call for the casting of ballots for the office of President and Vice President, starting at District 1 and moving through the order. First up, District 1, Elector Michelle Harris. Please come forward and cast your vote.
Good morning. I'm delighted from the 1st Congressional District to be the first person to vote for our President and our Vice President.
Thank you, Elector Harris. Next, District 2 Elector Al Riley. Please step forward and cast your vote. Thank you. Next, District 3, Elector Sylvania Tabares. Please step forward and cast your vote. Thank you. District 4, Elector Omar Aquino, please step forward and cast your vote.
As the elector of the 4th Congressional District, it is with great pride, as a proud Illinoisan, proud Chicagoan, proud American, and Puerto Rican, that I cast my vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for President and Vice President.
Thank you, Elector Aquino. District 5, Elector Cynthia Santos, please step forward and cast your vote.
I'm very honored to cast this ballot for the District 5 of the great state of Illinois.
Thank you, Elector Santos. District 6, Elector Nancy Shepherdson, please step forward and cast your vote.
I am so relieved to be casting my vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and they will be our president and vice president.
Thank you, Elector Shepherdson. District 7, Elector Vera Davis, please step forward and cast your vote.
I'm Vera Davis from the Chicago West Side Branch NAACP chairman, and I'm very proud to cast this vote for Joseph Biden. I'm also very proud to cast a vote for my sister in the sorority of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, who is this historical vote for the first female and also the first Vice President of the United States of America.
Thank you, Elector Davis. District 8, Elector Michael Kudzik, please step forward and cast your vote.
I'm very proud to cast this vote for the 8th District and for all the hard-working women and men of organized labor.
Thank you, Elector Kudzik. District 9, Elector Michael Carbonaggi, please step forward and cast your vote.
It's my pleasure and honor to cast this for the people of the 9th Congressional District for the next President of the United States, Joe Biden, and our next Vice President, Kamala Harris.
Thank you, Elector Carbonaggi. District 10, Elector Lauren Beth Gash, please step forward and cast your vote.
These last 4 years have demonstrated how important it is to have elected leaders with competence and good values. We stood in determination to fight for our democracy, to show the country and the world once again the best the United States has to offer. I'm honored to cast my Electoral College vote to confirm a team that will work to repair our image and lead us into a brighter future, inclusive, diverse, innovative, and compassionate. A team that shares our values, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Thank you, Elector Gash. District 11, Elector Julia Kennedy Beckman, please step forward and cast your vote.
Proud to represent the 11th Congressional District, and it's my fervent hope that we are indeed seeing the dawn of a very bright new day in the United States.
Thank you, Elector Beckman. District 12, Elector Chris Welch, please step forward and cast your vote.
Good morning. My name is Chris Welch. I am honored and privileged to be here this morning to cast one ballot for President of the United States for Joseph R. Biden and another ballot for Vice President of the United States, the first woman and the first African American, Kamala D. Harris. And together, They're going to help us build back better.
Thank you, Elector Welch. District 13, Elector Jane Mazzotti. Please step forward and cast your vote.
It is with great pride and pleasure that I cast these votes for the 13th District for the next President and Vice President of the United States, Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris.
Thank you, Elector Mazzotti. District 14, Elector Christina Zahorik. Please step forward and cast your vote.
I'm proud to represent the 14th Congressional District, and we are speaking. I am very proud to cast our vote for President Joe Biden and for all the women and the young girls who dream for Kamala Harris.
Thank you, Elector Zahorik. District 15, Elector Brandon Phelps. Please step forward and cast your vote. Thank you, Elector Phelps. District 16, Elector Christine Benson. Please step forward and cast your vote.
I am honored and privileged to vote today and serve for the 16th Legislative District, the next President and Vice President of the United States. Okay, to my brother, Mike Quigley, Congressman, foundation's been laid. Now get to work.
Thank you, Elector Benson. And I hope the Congressman is listening, will heed your advice. District 17, Elector Don Johnson. Please step forward and cast your vote.
I'm proud to be here again and cast my votes for President and Vice President of the United States, and especially to see Secretary White, who every time I do this seems to get younger and younger, although I don't know if he's still tumbling or not, but maybe I'll find out afterwards.
Thank you, Elector Johnston. District 18, Elector Sheila Stock Smith. Please step forward and cast your vote.
On behalf of the hardworking people of the 18th Congressional District, I proudly support Joe Biden for President and Kamala Harris for Vice President.
Thank you, Elector Stock Smith. Now, at-large Elector Senate President Don Harmon, please step forward and cast your vote.
Elector at large, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, please step forward and cast your vote.
It is my great honor as the mayor of the city of Chicago, but a proud Illinoisan, to cast my vote, and humbly doing so, for President Joe Biden and for Vice President, my sister, my friend, Kamala Harris. Thank you for this honor. All the ballots have been cast. Secretary Harmon will now tally the votes. and gentlemen, Secretary Harmon has tallied the ballots, and it is my pleasure to announce that former Vice President Joseph Biden has received 20 electoral votes for president from the great state of Illinois, and United States Senator Kamala Harris has also received 20 electoral votes for Vice President of the United States. Each elector is now required to sign 6 copies of the certificate of vote, which will be distributed to the proper authorities. Secretary Harmon, please distribute the certificate for each elector to sign, and each elector should be at ease for a few moments while the necessary signatures are gathered. Ladies and gentlemen, the votes have been received and are in proper form. The business of the Illinois presidential electors having been completed, the chair now recognizes Elector Al Riley for the purposes of a motion. Elector Riley moves that the meeting of the 2020 Electoral College be adjourned. Do we have a second? The second is from Elector Gash. Those in favor say aye. Any opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Now, before we formally adjourn, if the electors please stay at your seats for purposes of a photograph before we conclude our business. I'd like to say again thank you to Secretary of State Jesse White and the Electoral College for their historic participation in this event today. Today, all over the country, electors just like us are fulfilling a constitutional duty to affirm the will of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, you have fulfilled a solemn and important responsibility for our democracy here today. The election is affirmed, and it is now time for us as a country to move forward, transition in full, and embrace the promise of a new administration led by President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Their success is our success, and we need desperately to unite as a people. Our democracy and our residents deserve no less. God bless us all, and this meeting is now adjourned. Thank you all very much.
For the photo, if those of you, if you're comfortable, could come into these center two banks of seats and stand at your